Hello everybody and welcome to a new movie reaction. Welcome back, welcome if you're new here. My name is Kilian and today it's The Big Lebowski. So The Big Lebowski, this is a movie that seems to be quite legendary, but you know what I'm about to say, I definitely never got to it. I don't know why yet again. So, what is it? I have the Wikipedia page open right here. Do not worry, I'm not reading anything story related, it's just for a rather technical readout. So, The Big Lebowski, directed by the Coen brothers. So, I'm not that familiar with the Coen brothers' work. So, this might be a pretty much a first for me. Maybe I've seen movies of him by the past, but this is generally not the type of movies that I usually do watch, although I know that they tend to work on different genres, but you know, what a casting. So Jeff Bridges, the very good Jeff Bridges, one of my all-time favorites, John Goodman, Julianne Moore and Steve Buscemi. Okay, so what a cast. What am I expecting from this movie? I don't know. I think I understand it is a comedy. Yeah, it's written right here. A comedy from 1998, so it's quite I was gonna say old movie. Well, it's the year I was born, so yeah. Let's say not that old, but it's quite old for a movie. So The Big Lebowski. Now, like I said, I don't know anything from the Coen brothers' work, but they're all quite renowned. Obviously, I do know about them. I do know of them, but I'm not familiar at all with their work. So I don't know if this is going to be quite a good representation of their work. I kind of feel like it because, like I said, Big Lebowski is a famous piece of work. But apart from that, I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know anything plot related. I don't even really think that I know any quote from the movie. I don't really think that I've seen any clips from it. Funnily enough, I do believe, although, that John Goodman was invited for Harrison Ford's Walk of Fame. How is that called? The Hollywood star thing. I think John Goodman was invited to talk, and I think he made a reference to The Big Lebowski. I think, yeah. But apart from that, yes, that is pretty much all I know. Oh yes, and of course I know about the dude, but I don't know what it refers to. I don't know if this is a quote. I don't know if this is a character, but I know that goes with it. So yeah. So without any further ado, I'm gonna shut my mouth and we're gonna jump right in. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. I already said that. But just like always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to go check my other content on the channel. I do movies, I do TV shows, I do anime, I do Attack on Titan, Cobra Kai, Marvel TV shows. I also do some gaming. So yes, and there's gonna be a lot much more coming. So subscribe and be here for the fun. That being said, let's go.
Fellow by the name of Jeff Lebowski. This Lebowski, he called himself the Dude. Now,
okay, so are we having a external narrator or an internal narrator? Jeff.
Sometimes there's a man. He's the man for his time and place.
He's Jeff Bridges playing Jeff Lebowski.
And that's the Dude.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Your wife owes money to Jackie Treehorn. That means you owe money to Jackie Treehorn.
Ooh.
Ever thus the deadbeats, Lebowski.
Oh, nah.
Not on the rug, man.
Your name's Lebowski, Lebowski.
Do you see a wedding ring on my finger? Does this place look like I'm fucking married?
Oh.
The fuck is this?
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
Fuck.
So I'm curious to see if there is an obvious reason to why this is a narrated story. And not a story that we're just gonna be living with the characters.
Were you listening to the dude's story?
I was bowling.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Huh? No, what the fuck are you? I'm not. Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element.
Walter, the Chinaman who peed on my rug.
The Chinaman.
Across this line, you do not. Also, dude, Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature.
Yeah. I like the delay here. Comedic delay.
The other Jeffrey Lebowski, the millionaire. Go out, no money all over town, and then they come and they pee on your fucking rug. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
John Goodman's a legend.
His wife goes out and owes money all over town and they pee on my rug?
They pee on your fucking rug?
Peed on my fucking rug.
That's right, dude.
It's a composition shot, like there's very few. There's like the lamp very front, then there's Buscemi, and then there's Goodman, and then all of the space is full.
Every time a rug is micturated upon in this fair city, I have to compensate the person.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. Duder or, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
It's really funny because the dude is slightly lost in the shot. He's like crushed by the desk, behind the desk, while Mr. Lebowski is clear. He's not.
It's not the issue here. I hope that someday my wife will learn.
He's not disturbed by the desk.
Oh, fuck it. Yes, that's your answer. That's your answer to everything. The bums will always lose. Do you hear me, Lebowski? The bums will always...
That guy has some anger issue problems.
The old man told me to take any rug in the house.
Well,
Oh.
Low on them.
We're all very fond of her, very free-spirited.
Brand can't watch, though, or he has to pay 100.
That's marvelous.
That butler is really funny. I don't remember his name. Sorry.
I'm slamming him tonight.
Coming back to the bowling. So is the bowling going to be our little parlor?
Fucking dog has fucking papers.
over the line!
Smokey, this is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Hey.
Ooh.
You're entering a world of pain. Braminate, you're entering a world of pain.
I'm not.
A world of pain.
Dude,
The whole world gone
Crazy! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Wait.
Market zero!
Walter, get the piece away.
The dog, it's comedic violence. Tension in the ridicule setting. The little music in the background, the little dog.
It's a league game, Smokey.
John Goodman's calm, angry, calm, and poker face, of course. So really interesting to see because it has nothing to do with the beginning of the movie. So just give us a sense of the characters and the dynamic.
Push over.
Man, you just take it easy, man.
The cops in the background. Comedy on different levels.
Yeah, waving the fucking gun around?
Calmer than you are.
You just take it easy.
Calmer than you are.
Mozart. Yes,
Mr.
sure.
Lebowski.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry.
That guy. Okay, so he's on a mission for Mr. Lebowski.
What do you mean, man?
He believes the culprits might be the very people who soiled your rug.
He thinks the carpet business did this?
Well, dude, we just don't know.
It's very interesting, you know, the very respectable way to talk and just slipping in the dude in the middle of the sentence. Is that, damn, I don't remember his name either.
Also, whenever these guys call...
What if it's during a game?
What's during league play?
Life does not stop and start at your convenience, you miserable piece of shit.
I figure... you know what I'm trying to say?
I am the walrus.
That fucking bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I am the walrus.
These guys are talking nonsense.
Lenin, Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov.
What the fuck is he talking about?
You hear and you see things in this bowling that I feel like you could do nightmares about.
Let me tell you something, Pandeo. I'll take it away from you and stick it up your ass and pull the fucking trigger till it goes click.
Not impressed. Boom. That movie's all over the place. Quite curious as to how they filmed this, because back in the day GoPros were not a thing. So obviously they must have used maybe some kind of projection effect. Maybe. He's late for work.
Don't say.
Mr. Lebowski asked me to repeat that. Her life is in your hands. Her life is in your hands, dude.
Dude. John Goodman's character is very weird, but in a good way, in a really lovable way.
What the hell is this?
My dirty undies, dude. Laundry. The whites.
My point, dude, is why should we settle for 20 grand when we can keep the entire million? Am I wrong?
I thought...
Oh, the time there were phones in the cars.
Dude, the bag man, where do you want us to go?
Us?
Oh.
Shit! Dude, are you fucking this up? What the fuck's going on there?
Well,
Messed up.
you fucked it up! You fucked it up!
Come on. You're being very dude. They'll call back. Look.
Fucking amateurs.
Hey, Walter, will you just shut the fuck up? Don't say people.
I'm noticing that always, since the very beginning, the action is really packed. When there's something happening, when they're talking, there's a music, there's another action taking place, there's somebody else talking, there's somebody that's intervening, they handle something, they start on something else, they start a conversation that has nothing to do about, and then they come back to the thing. It's really, but it's well done. It's really non-conflictual. It's really great.
Hey, Walter!
Here goes the wagon! Take that hill!
Wow. Okay. Chaos, the music, the different shots. One character is panic, one is really calm. Sound. You hear nothing else. You heard Walter's go, and it's just the phone. You don't hear the people chatting, the bowl, rather. It's like the emptiness in the dude's mind right now, thinking.
I mean, what's the... There was no... We didn't, They're gonna kill that poor woman, man.
The fuck are you talking about? The poor woman, that poor slut kidnapped herself. Come on.
Really the first time that we see the dude worrying about something.
They got my dirty undies. My fucking whites.
Okay, reveal shot coming in.
Where is your car?
You don't know, Walter?
Really interesting, because usually, or at least I would have expected them to cut right, almost right on the moment, to the car, but they really left it go longer and longer and longer before they revealed the actual empty spot. So it's quite interesting editing. Obviously needed to be a filmmaker. Okay.
I'll be with you in a moment, Mr. Lebowski. Does the female form make you uncomfortable, Mr. Lebowski? The word itself makes some men uncomfortable. Vagina.
We've been frantically trying to reach you, dude.
Where's my goddamn money, you bum?
We dropped off the damn money.
We?
Why? Has it ever occurred to you that instead of, running around, new shit has come to light? And shit, man, she kidnapped herself.
Really convincing argument. I'm really appreciating the long shots here. It lets you appreciate the performance and about the fact that the character doesn't know what to do, you know?
By God, sir, I will not abide another toe.
So that's what the toe thing was about.
Hey, this is a private residence, man.
They got a ferret.
Oh, nice marmot.
He's a pretty shield right now, huh?
And tomorrow we come back and we cut off your Johnson.
Excuse me?
I said we cut off your Johnson! Oh, interesting sounding.
Dude, no one's going to cut your dick off.
Thank you, Walter. That makes me feel very secure.
Dude.
That makes me feel very warm inside.
Dude.
Steve Buscemi's character is like the odd man here. He's just here. He's not part of the drama, you know. He's just a bystander. He's witnessing it.
Fuck the tournament. Fuck you, Walter.
Fuck the tournament? Okay, dude, I can see you get us a lane.
That was the last drop.
How you doing there, dude? I like your style, dude. Okay, dude. Have it your way. Take her easy, dude.
Isn't he the narrator? His voice kind of sounds like the narrator's, if I recall.
This is a very complicated case, Maud. You know, a lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous, and
Che ridicolo!
So yeah, it's quite a complex thing. So I understand there are the real abductors, but then fake adopters came to claim the money. Basically, the Jew doesn't know who's got the money, if I understand it all well.
Anyway, we'll go there after the what have you. We'll brace the kid. Should be a pushover.
We'll be near the In-N-Out Burger.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
We'll get that fucking $1 million back. Some burgers, some beers. And fucking troubles are over, dude.
I'm starting to think that the dude is the... Well, no, Donnie seems to be quite the most responsible of the bunch, in fact.
This is my associate, Jeffrey Lebowski.
Wow, he's so polite.
We came to talk about little Larry. May we come in?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, she's so trusty.
Is this your homework, Larry?
look, man.
Dude, please. Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Have you ever heard of Vietnam? You're entering a world of pain, son.
Oh yeah, you're entering a world of
We know
pain.
that you stole the car.
That's
And
gonna
the
be kind of
fucking
thing. That's a fantastic line.
Fuck off, Larry.
You're killing your father, Larry.
You're killing your father.
Son, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Wow.
See what happens? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Hey, that's not his hand!
Oh, God. You
Chaos and chaos and chaos. Nice transition. The comedy in this movie is really great. It's fringing the absurdity, you know, but it's more offset humor, comedy. I really love that.
All I'm saying is, I want mine.
Yeah, all right, man. I mean, there are a lot of facets to this, a lot of interested parties.
Definitely a lot of facets to that story. A dude, more. Of course. I'm very curious to know how they did all these trippy scenes where he's smaller. Well, obviously green screen maybe, or matte painting, or I don't know. I mean, I know the techniques, but I'm quite curious to know which one they used for the movie. Look at that. They must have had so much fun filming this. Really makes me wonder what's happening in the head of the Coen brothers. Of course. Of course.
I don't like your jerk off face, I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like you, jerk off. Do I make myself clear?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Ow! Fucking fascist!
That's Polish brutality for you. Is that Bunny? Yeah. Oh. Did she cut her own pinky toe?
I keep telling you, it's the foundation's money. Father doesn't have any.
What is she doing? I have a thought regarding what she's doing, but I'm going to keep it to myself right now. I'm not going to tell you. Because if he came in her, is she trying to...
It increases the chances of conception.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it! I almost didn't say it because I thought that would sound so dumb. Sorry.
All right, so your father...
Jeffrey, what are you...
It's funny how he got distracted from that I'm trying to have your baby thing. It's not the kind of thing that you would get normally distracted from unless... Well, he seems to be really caring about that case thing now.
Who the fuck are the Knutsons?
The Knutsons, it's a wandering daughter job.
Okay, so a lot of people are interested in that whole shenanigan.
Heilbier 5 cooking.
She has Lingonberger pancakes.
Mann, wird einfach besser, da ist richtige Butter dran, nicht so ein Scheißfett, das schmeckt so ranzig.
Oh no, okay, so Bunny had a pinky toe, but she didn't seem to have any toenail. Confusing.
In charge of getting his wife back because
And so-
he doesn't fucking want her back, man.
Okay.
He's had enough. He no longer digs her. It's all a show. Going to a fucking synagogue.
3,000 years of beautiful tradition from Moses to Sandy Koufax. You're goddamn right I'm living in the fucking past! Jesus.
Oh.
What the hell happened?
Oh, Bunny. So I do not believe he's on point with his theory. Because it's kind of far-fetched. And I do not believe that they would have done this little, illustration thing with the actual Lebowski, the mise en scène. I do not believe they would have done, the directors would have done that if it was real. It just shows you that this is a delirium from Jeff. And so she's here.
Who is this gentleman, dude?
Who am I? I'm a fucking veteran. That's who I am.
You shouldn't go in there, dude. He's very angry.
It's going to be quite funny.
Where's the fucking money, Lebowski?
$1 million from fucking needy little urban achievers. You are scum, man. As if we would ever dream of taking your bullshit money. My fucking life. Come on. Come on.
Put him down, man.
Yeah, I'll put him down, dude.
First time we have that shot like this, by the way.
Come on, man. Help me put him back in his chair.
Okay.
So we take some money you have won, we call it a difference.
Fuck you.
Hey, no, come on, Walter. Come on.
No, what's mine is mine.
Oh, come on, Walter.
No funny stuff.
All right.
He's not playing. He's ready to go.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I fuck you! I
Easy, man.
fuck you!
Anti-Semite?
Anti-Semite, yeah, of course.
It's a heart attack. Call the medics, dude.
You're doing fine. We got help chopper in it.
Well, we know as time passed, new clothes. Seems like John Goodman has a new shaved face. Oh, is he dead?
Pleased to meet you.
He died, as so many young men of his generation before his time. In your wisdom, Lord, you took him. At Quezon, at Londoc, at Hill 364.
He's rambling. He's the art, of making a tragic moment funny.
In accordance with what we think Your dying wishes might well have been what you loved so well.
It's a one main single shot. It's really me. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Goddamn wind. I'm sorry, it was an accident.
What was that shit about Vietnam?
Oh, dude.
Fucking.
Hug. Yep.
Come on, dude. Hey, fuck it, man.
Another single shot, you know, I'm really appreciating that editing.
Things seem to have worked out pretty good for the dude and Walter. But then I happen to know that there's a little Lebowski on the way. Get you later on down the trail.
Alright everybody, so that was The Big Lebowski. I definitely love that movie. I'm glad that I finally got to watch it, and I don't know why I didn't watch it maybe just earlier, because it's got such a great cast and some of my very favorite actors ever. So yeah, so I went back and watched a couple of scenes to make sure that I really got things right. I checked a couple of names, so yes, John Turturro, Philip Hoffman, of course, the butler. Who else? Peter Stormare. I did not recognize him at all as one of the German guys, because I'm used to the, well, you know, the older Peter Stormare and with the longer hair and the beard, I guess. So yes, but what an amazing cast! What an amazing, first of all, what an amazing performance from everybody. This movie was relying so much on the good performance. And they delivered. They delivered, and especially John Goodman. John Goodman is one of my all-time favorite actors, and he did not disappoint. He never really disappointed me. He never at all disappointed me. And yet again, I'm so pleased to see him. And not gonna lie, I thought that John Goodman was the Big Lebowski. I thought I was going into this with John Goodman being the Big Lebowski, but no, Jeff Bridges is the Big Lebowski. And funnily enough, Jeff Bridges is playing Jeff Lebowski. Just like Jack Nicholson played Jack Napier. It's a funny thing. And by the way, Jack is also the name of the character in The Shining anyways. But that was so great. And that movie really relied on great scenario. And it did not disappoint yet again. A lot of the comedy had to do with the scenario. And like I said, I commented a lot about the editing. And a lot of newer movies really rely on the editing as a way to create either dynamism or to create awkwardness, or, you know, to really play on some effects. And this movie did something that I wasn't expecting really. It dwelled a lot on the fact that we would see long shots, you know. And it wasn't as blatant as newer movies would do it. And I really, really enjoyed it. They did what modern movies would do, or vice versa if you would like. Meaning, your character sees something funny, you don't see it right now, and then you switch, and then that creates the comical effect. So they did that, but they did it in an unexpected way, which is, like I said, they were going in for a slower editing of it. Like we dwelled a long time on, just for example, the car, the fact that the car had vanished, well, was taken away, towed rather, or stolen. We stayed on the three guys quite a long time before switching to the empty parking lot. And then again, when we were in the car, when the dude was talking to Mr. Lebowski in the limo, we stayed a long time on Jeff Bridges just struggling, well, the character just struggling to make sense of it all, and before then cutting on the still shot, you know, on a static shot of Philip Hoffman and the other guy just being phasing like, what are you trying to say, dude? So it was really done that way. Also great transitions here and there. So I'm really curious to know how they did all the trippy, dreamy sequences that we had. I know, the different techniques that are possible, but I'm really curious to know which ones they did use. And yes, regarding the scenario, really I'm discovering the Coen brothers because, like I said, I'm not quite familiar with their work. I do happen to know though that they of course do a lot of what I think a translation would be offset comedy, which means a comedy that is always quite a parody, if you would like, So I think I do know that this is what they do, but now I finally get a sense of what it is, and so such great comedy. There is a variety of gags, there is a variety of callbacks also. They introduce a thing that you think is unimportant, and then they're coming to it later. The most preeminent kind of comedy I think there was here was the gag of having, the really important conversation, and in between these elements of conversation that seem quite unimportant. And yes, you just have the unimportant thing and the important stuff, and although the important thing is what we are really stressed about, the characters themselves are more stressed about the unimportant thing, just like the bowling, that was really a Walter thing. Walter was really focused on the bowling, and you could mess with anything else but the bowling. And as long as you were as you were summoning the bowling matter, it really got really, really, really serious immediately. And so yeah, regarding the Downey character, it was quite interesting to have him here. He's a character that you really don't care that much, and he has a pretty shitty ending, but that's, in my opinion, what made the movie that's a unique part of the movie, because he's really just a gratuitous character. He has no purpose in the plot. He has not that much of a comical value in most of the scenes, although he has some, of course, but not that much, And yet the fact that he dies at the end is quite comical because it's unexpected. You wouldn't think that they would care to make an unimportant character die and have a whole drama around it. So it was pretty a nice touch. And then, so what I must say is that the plot thing, the abduction thing, was definitely intricate, and I mentioned it during the movie, but what I like, I'm kind of in between two. I'm in two minds now, because I loved it, and it's quite interesting that the scenario itself just gives you the opportunity to try to understand what's happening by yourself, and they do not give you the answers blatantly. Although the characters themselves, they understand what's happening and they have a slight advance on you, and that's fine, but you have to really pay attention in order to really understand what's happening. And so while I'm doing a reaction and commenting on it, sometimes it's a little tricky to really follow everything. So that is why I went back and rewatched some of the scenes. But yeah, but it is really great, I think, that they do this, because it really gets you involved into the action instead of just being out there, when the plot leaves you no room to wander and to make your own theories and just give you all of the answers, you lack interest, because the movie just goes on, the movie just goes on, and you're just here in your couch or whatever, and you watch it, and that's it. While now you're really focused, and you're there, you're trying to understand yourself, you're trying to set the pieces together, and that's really funny. I have to say that there is not that much of character progression, but that is not much the interest here. Although I must say that at first, well, it's really funny how the dude is working, because he's a really laid back character. He's the guy that is living in shit. He has so much trouble in his very personal life, and then he's got this big massive case that is being dropped on him. He's being taken basically for a scapegoat, and he cares about it. He definitely gets to care about the life of that girl that he barely knows, but that he's been charmed, but that it's just but yeah, it goes from moments where he cares and moments where he's totally laid back, moments of total demeanor. And so it's a really fun juggling, just like John Goodman's character Walter, who is very poker face like, but yet at sometimes he's just gonna really freak out and then come back calm, and then so it really makes for characters that are you have to keep up with them, that makes them interesting, because you never know how they're gonna react, you never know exactly how they're gonna act. Although at some point Walter, you could almost foresee what he's going to do, because at some point you would expect him to go off about nothing. But that is what makes it great, because even though you think that he may do this, he's going to do something else, or he's going to do it like 10 times more intense. So it was really, really nice. And I think for this character, John Goodman's performance really made a lot. He's responsible, yes, for it a lot. It would have been another actor, maybe it would have worked so well, but the fact that John Goodman, is great at having a poker face, and that he's a big guy, it really makes for great comedy at some points, because he's sometimes really calm and he's like this, and then he's gonna freak out, and then you're gonna be afraid, and you're gonna walk back, just like Mr. Lebowski at the end of the movie. And so yes, that was really awkward, because I said during the movie, I said that there was this sequence, where Jeff Lebowski, well, the dude, was thinking about what Jeff Lebowski, the big guy, was plotting, and I thought that the fact that they were showing the actual thing, in my opinion, I would have done, well, personally, I would have done that if, in that way at least, if what the dude was saying was nonsensical. And it kind of was, to a certain extent, but I would have done that to say that it wasn't true and that it was just some mad theory of his. But apparently turns out that he was right, so or at least maybe that or at least maybe Mr. Lebowski did not know that Bunny had gone to Palm Spring, and he really believed it himself. And I guess that we'll never really know, but that is my take on it. Give it or take. I dare anybody in the comments to tell me that I'm definitely wrong, because definitely the movie does not give you an answer for it. So yeah, unless you've heard it from the Coen brothers, but yeah. Julianne Moore, really fine addition to that movie. So yes, I did not really think that what I said was good. Well, I was thinking about it so hard, like for maybe a minute, and I was wondering, should I say it? Should I not say it? It's gonna sound so awkward. But I said it, and then just right after she said yes, because I want to conceive it. It increases the conception thing. So I was okay. So I haven't checked, but I do believe that there is another Big Lebowski movie. So just like the narrator, and we're going to talk about the narrator in a second, but just like the character said, he's making the call back to the fact that there is a little Lebowski on the way. So that may be the open door, for the second movie with the son or something like this, or the daughter. I don't know. But yeah, but Julianne Moore, really great character. Really great character. Really great performance, at least. The character was interesting. I'm we didn't get any closure with the character right here, but because I'm expecting that we are gonna find her, you know, in the next installment, if there is a next installment. But I think that this is basically the treatment that she's got because of that, because her story is not ended, you know, and that is an open door, just like I said. But yeah, a really unique character, surprising character. And yeah, so regarding the narrator now, at the beginning of the movie, I was wondering if this was an internal character or an external character. And it seems we're somewhat in between the two. It happens in some movies. If I recall, it's almost like, it's the only reference that comes to me now, but it's almost like in Men in Black, you know, Men in Black 3, the alien at the end of the movie that talks to the camera, you know, and he gives insights anyways. But that is a character from the actual story, but who has access to a certain level of knowledge, meaning our cowboy, I don't think he ever had a name, no, so our cowboy knew something. So he knew that there was a little Lebowski coming on the way. He knew that the loss of Donnie really came to be. And it's funny because it seems so that he was seeing the movie as it was happening with us, and he even was commenting on the fact that he was not only narrating the actual movie, the story, but he was also commenting on it by the fact that he was saying like, I wasn't expecting Donnie to die, you know, or things like this. So it's really a funny addition as a character. I don't know if he's going to be coming back in the next installment, but I don't know if I'm meant to see like a personification of God, you know, God on earth, or I don't know if he's just the Coen brothers having a little bit of fun. I don't know if maybe that's a trope of them, you know, maybe if that's part of their thing to have a character narrating the story, but it was quite fun, and it really makes the whole thing less serious. And obviously the movie is not quite serious, it's really just a comedy thing, so it really makes the whole thing, it almost justifies the level of comedy in the movie, you know, because it's a story, so we have to make it entertaining and you have to make it light-hearted. The very same story, you could tell it on a very bleak way. But the fact that this is a story maybe that the cowboy is telling us or narrating us, it has to be a little mad, a little crazy, so we get entertained. But yes, at the very beginning I was wondering if also it was from another time period, because he said it's taking place in the 90s. So I was wondering if maybe the narrator, was from another time period. So it is quite unclear what's his involvement in this, but really fine addition. Yes, by the middle of the movie, I think when it came on, I thought that I recognized his voice, and the fact that he only came at this moment and that he was never named, and that they had a conversation with the Lebowski, and that he was somewhat giving him life morals. You know, I was kind of being like, oh, that must be a narrator, or you know, that character who has somewhat of a strange impact on our main protagonist. So yeah, it's interesting, an interesting addition. I don't know if there's a particular meaning in this, or this is just to have fun, but I noticed it. So yes. So that's pretty much everything that I had to say from the get-go on the Big Lebowski. If I have forgotten something, please don't hesitate to tell me down below in the comments. I always happily reply to as many comments as I can, and to as many questions as possible. Leave the video, leave it a thumbs up, share. Don't forget to subscribe. You know where the subscribe button is. It is right here. You can go check it out. You can go check out also all of my other content on the channel. I do anime, I do TV shows, I do gaming, and there's going to be a few announcements coming in a few days or a few weeks. I don't know when this video is coming out, but yeah. So thank you very much guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that reaction. I know that I'm talking a little fast right here, but because I have things to do. And so yeah, thank you very much guys. Like always, take care. I love you all. See you soon. Bye.